Once upon a time, deep within the Amazon jungle, there lived a terrifying beast, the giant anaconda. So huge was it that it could swallow a whole human being, and so cunning that even the wisest hunters could not defeat it. One day, a group of brave warriors set out into the jungle in search of the elusive creature. They sailed along the river in small boats, their paddles making soft splashes as they cut through the still water. The jungle was quiet, almost too quiet, and the men began to wonder if the anaconda had vanished into the deep waters. Just then, one of the hunters noticed something moving beneath their boats. "Look! Something is moving beneath us!" he shouted, pointing to the murky depths. The water surged, and a massive shape began to rise. The men watched in disbelief as the largest snake they had ever seen slithered toward them. The giant anaconda had returned. With a thunderous splash, the anaconda rose from the river, its massive body thicker than a tree trunk. It coiled around a nearby log and snapped it in half like a twig. The hunters froze in terror as they realized the danger they were in. The anaconda hissed, its glowing eyes piercing through the thick jungle mist. The sound echoed through the trees, startling a troop of monkeys who screamed and fled to the safety of the canopy. Parrots squawked and flew away in a panic. And even a jaguar, the king of the jungle, roared in the distance, sensing the threat posed by the serpent. The anaconda was ancient and powerful. It had lived for centuries, growing larger with each passing year. It was said that the serpent could predict the future and knew the secrets of the jungle. Some believed it was immortal, and those who encountered it were forever changed by the experience. Suddenly, one of the hunters cried out in fear as the anaconda struck, its enormous jaws crashing into the ground where he stood. Only inches from his feet, dirt and leaves flying everywhere. The hunter stumbled backward, his heart pounding in his chest. But amidst the chaos, one brave warrior remained calm. He stepped forward, gripping a burning torch in his hand, determined to face the beast. He remembered the stories his grandfather had told him about the serpent, how to defeat it and drive it away. According to legend, only fire could banish the anaconda from the river. Taking a deep breath, the warrior walked slowly towards the edge of the riverbank, holding the flame high above his head. The anaconda watched him intently, its eyes gleaming in the firelight. With a sudden burst of speed, the serpent lunged toward the warrior, its massive coils coiling around him. The warrior quickly rolled aside, narrowly escaping the serpent's grasp. The anaconda recoiled, hissing in pain as the flames touched its scales. The beast thrashed wildly, its body slamming into the trees and shaking the earth. The warrior took this opportunity to retreat to the safety of his boat. He knew that fire alone would not be enough to defeat the serpent. He needed help from his companions. The other hunters watched in awe as the warrior approached the massive serpent. Seemingly unafraid, they realized that they had underestimated both the beast and the young man's bravery. With renewed determination, the hunters ignited their arrows, the flames rising high above the jungle canopy. Together, they charged towards the serpent, firing arrow after arrow. The flaming arrows pierced the anaconda's thick scales, causing the beast to thrash and twist in agony. The serpent roared in pain and anger, its massive tail thrashing and sending water flying through the air. It dove beneath the surface of the river, disappearing from sight. The hunters continued to fire until they had hit the serpent at least 10 times. As the river calmed and the jungle grew quiet, the hunters paddled closer to the bank to see the damage they had inflicted. To their horror, the anaconda had vanished. The hunters searched the area, but they could find no sign of the serpent. They returned to their village, shaken by their encounter with the mythical beast. Though they had driven the anaconda away, they knew that it could return at any moment. And so, the legend of the giant anaconda lived on, whispered around campfires and told to wide-eyed listeners. And that's the end of this week's adventure. If you enjoyed this thrilling tale, please don't forget to leave us a like. Also, we've got another awesome story waiting for you. Just click the link to continue your journey. Thanks for watching. See you next time!